Hello, everyone. We're starting the broadcast. So, we're starting the broadcast and people are slowly joining in. We have a very interesting topic today. We're going to talk about financial expansion through body therapy using the Neurowave method. And then we'll discuss it together. Maybe we'll even do a practice session together. I really love doing practices. I like it when you have insights. So, what do we need? Can everyone hear me well? Let's rehearse this moment together. And let's see if everything is okay. Put a clear plus sign in the chat right now if you can hear me well and clearly. And then we will continue with our exciting broadcast, which is about to begin. All right. Come on, let's do it. We have a chat, and you can put the plus sign there. So, if someone can't hear, you'll need to leave and rejoin. But that's just a formality. Right. So, if you have any further questions or inquiries, you can always feel free to. We'll just go ahead and write them directly in the chat, right where you previously wrote before. In our club, we always, yes, that's right, a plus sign. We have a chat connected to the channel, so in this chat you can all communicate, answer questions, leave comments, and so on. So put a plus sign so I know you're here and we're connected. We need to establish this kind of connection, energy exchange that clearly shows that you are listening attentively. Wonderful. So please put a couple more plus signs and then we'll get started. There's always an option to do that in the chat. Great. All right. I see the plus signs coming in, which means we're working. That's good. So, my friends, today our topic is about financial expansion. It's quite a hot topic. Everyone faces it, all normal people, because for some reason we always want to earn more money. We want some kind of fulfillment from life. And our desires are always growing. And this is one of the most pressing questions that gets addressed and asked throughout all of our practices. About 50% of people come with this exact request. Very few have reached a point where they say, I don't need money, just give me love, please. But in reality, you understand that money, in any case, is energy. It's a tool. It has a certain code. The main thing is to understand how you can work with this code. Whatever happens in our lives, all information is encoded. So I am already clearly describing what happens in our lives from the perspective of the matrix system. What exactly is the matrix? The matrix is, after all, a form of programming, a kind of programmatic structure that possesses certain behavioral algorithms for an individual person and the encompassing space in which that person exists. It possesses a certain inherent regularity, a discernible pattern according to which some specific things are explicitly allowed and others are definitively not allowed. All of these significant aspects are based primarily on precisely how much a person truly allows themselves to do something in the very first place. Because on the one hand, we wait for money, but it doesn't come to us. Because we're not doing the right things, we're doing things incorrectly, we don't allow ourselves to do certain things, we're afraid to do something. And more than once, even my father back when we used to teach together would explain this to all the students. He would say, you always have money right under your feet. Look, he said, there's a lot of money at your feet. It's lying right there, and you just step over it. So he would say this to everyone. But unfortunately, many people didn't understand what he meant. And to be honest, I went through this myself. Because when you want to get involved, well, in what sense, when you have a certain structure and understanding of what you want if you're doing something, that's one thing. And you want to expand, right? But it's a completely different matter when you need to develop an entirely new concept. And at this point, we can work through everything using these practices, through bodily practices. Practices where we can feel ourselves in this space with the intentions and desires that you project. You won't be able to earn more money if you don't project this. And you can also clearly see people who seem to be projecting themselves, but in what precise sense? It's a very important and crucial point with what kind of underlying energy is this projection truly happening, right? Because there are many people who buy expensive automobiles and supposedly show that they possess money, but in reality, they bought it on credit and are barely making ends meet themselves. That's it. So this lifestyle also has its own certain logic. Karina, hi. I see everyone as well. A certain inherent logic and profound idea. We'll talk about this particular logic with you because it is indeed reflected throughout the entire body through the very deliberate way you take a significant step forward toward new and exciting opportunities. Because right now, just a second, so I don't get interrupted. Hold on. One moment. There. What exactly is the main idea here? It's fundamentally that when we deeply desire something from within, quite naturally beyond just some kind of purely logical reasoning, we inevitably begin to act. And here's precisely how this profound process works within the realm of body-oriented therapy. You truly know what it looks like in practice, like this. Something has sparked inside me, and I start to move a little bit. Hold on, just a second. Let me enlarge this so I can see. And I start to move forward a little. So somewhere inside, a spark has appeared, right? I want to give you as much useful information as possible right away. You have an idea, a thought. I want to do something. I want to start a new business. I want to make money for something. I want to expand and open a new branch in my business and so on. I want something. This moment of I want, it first appears somewhere inside as a kind of desire, right? And then movement begins. And this moment is the hardest, the most difficult. When you're in this kind of state, what do you see? You start moving forward. That is, you can even feel it when you close your eyes wide. Did I go straight to practice? I really want to give you some kind of boost right away, so you can already start doing something. I actually prefer doing things rather than just talking. That's why I started practicing body therapy, I burned out, my friends. I really did burn out. I taught at the Institute for 20 years, and when students sat at their desks writing everything I said, I would ask, all right, you've written it down, but are you ever going to actually do something? I got tired of thinking, reading, analyzing, because the world wants some kind of realization, not for us to just sit around wondering what to do, where to go, how to do it, you know? It's like that the world immediately gives you some kind of feedback when you run tests, when you try out hypotheses, when you put something out there. You see, take the example of an entrepreneur. Who is an entrepreneur? A person who isn't afraid to take risks. A person who, you could even say, even without any financial or material resources, still takes that step forward. But taking that step forward doesn't necessarily mean investing a lot of money into something. Because when I started my journey as a body therapist, I didn't have any money at all. I was in debt. So I'm not saying you need to have something special for this, right? My parents gave me money so that I could, well, I had my own story, I was married, and I gave everything to my ex-wife. So I had to completely reinvent myself. And this is the most important point I want to talk about, because I went through it myself. And really find this reflection in your heart when something lights up inside you, when you feel, I want this, I really want this. It should come through a lived experience. You can even close your eyes and really feel what you want. And just a little bit, yes, just a little. This is important. Let yourself move a bit into the future. That is, this is the present we collapse space. Because in the moment, right here and now, there is no past and no future. You are living this moment here and now, but you are creating a reality as if it were the future, and you are attracting it. That's the whole uniqueness of it. When you are in this state and just a little bit, you jump into the future, how do you feel there? That's exactly what you want. And your body will say, boom, I want it. Or on the other hand, it might feel uncomfortable. And this moment when the body starts to move means that, yes, you can go further. Yes, you can already start doing something physically. Take things with your hands, type up ads on the computer, and start taking action. This is an important point. And when you experience this, when you feel it, yes, you will be able to sense it in reality. When we are here together, sitting in this space, right? For example, right now, I don't know, I'm actually coming up with a new practice for you on the spot. I really love doing this because, you know, two of my trainings are ever the same. If you watch my unique course, you'll see that I do things differently each time. So, look, there's a possibility. There are people who have what's called tunnel vision. They accordingly can only see in one direction. They don't see what's here beyond these boundaries. And the most interesting things, of course, are actually right here. So what we have here is basically direct vision, right? Yeah, at most it's 45 degrees. But the most interesting things are to the side, that's the most hidden, because you spend most of your energy here and the least over there. And when you start working, you focus your attention on something, you do very complex work, but the whole perspective is off to the side. So when we look at the branches of probability that spread out for us, they spread out in 360 degrees. Some might think it's 180 degrees. No, they're all around us. So when we sit, we can even do a practice with our hands, and you feel these branches of probability Like, where should I go? So where exactly should I go from here? And you then materialize these various branches of probabilities so you can truly feel them throughout your entire body. And it turns out to be just like a grand piano that you play, right? Has anyone ever opened up a grand piano before? A piano has a lot of strings that go to the keys, and on the keys you choose a specific tone. Pam, 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 pam. Who could that be? There are musicians here. There you go. And you choose the key that touches you, your heart. How a melody is written. Everyone who plays any kind of instrument, all musicians, they are all channelers. They take these combinations of different strings, right? They bring them together into one, and you get a symphony, you get very beautiful music. That's because they take different possibilities and then combine them into one. And as a result, something very delightful and cool is created here. That's why music touches people's hearts so deeply and so quickly. And it's a very powerful, incredibly strong tool for getting a quick response. And when we talk about our probability branch in terms of finances, it's the same thing. There are many options. You think what, where, in which direction, how to earn money. It could also be how to spend for those who have questions, because that's how everything spins. What do I want to get? What do I want from this life? And you materialize this option like a thread that goes somewhere into space and ties itself here for you like a key on a keyboard. By the way, in the training, in the course, I have a course coming up from the 6th of June to 8th. We are going to play around. And I've already created such a system where we can anchor different events that form in our space and observe how the body reacts. Why? Because the body never lies. It's absolutely impossible. I had a session with a woman today, and the situation was such that she seemed to understand everything, seemed to know everything, wanted some kind of expansion, right? She seemed to have finances, but there was no greater sense of fulfillment. She was doing one thing, but in the end, realized she wanted something more. And this block, you can't imagine what it was based on. It was, among other things, financial, yes, in terms of growth, but it was based on betraying herself by creating a reality for herself that was built on a foundation in the form of a marriage that is fake. And since she didn't build the real foundation for herself, the space for new opportunities isn't opening up for her. So if we look at the question of where exactly that financial block is hidden, and this is one of the questions I get asked as well, where is it located? Where can I find it? Here, here, or here, right? Is it in the back somewhere? Or where? Where is the money kept? Where is that button you could press so that everything would suddenly start working differently? In reality, it all comes down to the feeling you have regarding finances. This is a certain kind of conversation with the client. Yes, I've already mentioned this to you as a form of therapy. That is, we never really know exactly where the block is located, and most importantly, what it's about and how it was formed. So that's precisely why we can do a little practical practice together a bit later on. So it's truly all about finding that particular block. That's absolutely it. But most importantly, any financial money you receive is fundamentally based on what you can genuinely create for other people and the valuable feedback you consistently get from them. Or there's another option. You see, even without expecting anything, you did a really great and honest job and enjoyed it yourself. I never expect any feedback from my clients or my partners. Or today, a girl in a session says, "Hey, do you want me to record a testimonial for you?" I said, "Well, sure, why not?" I don't mind because thanks to this, others will find out. I never say, "Please leave me a review," right? So why is that? Because in our communication, I saw that the work was completed. That's an important point. When you do something, you should really enjoy what you're doing. If you get pleasure from it, then accordingly, the money will come to you. Here's another important point. What kind of money? How much money will actually come in? And when exactly will it truly arrive? I'm telling you straight from practical experience, all sorts of channelers, clairvoyants, people with clear knowing, and so on come to me, people who, well, I don't know, have the purest channel, source of knowledge, very bright people, but they earn very little, and they don't know how to earn more. I even have a reel on Instagram where we did this practice. I give out money, fake money. The person simply can't accept it in any way. They're afraid, they don't know how. So, what needs to be done? Look, friends, first of all, you can write this down if you want, but you need to set your own price. You absolutely need to set a price that genuinely feels comfortable and agreeable for you. And this truly doesn't mean that the price should be excessively high or indeed too low, because you are specifically setting a truly comfortable and acceptable price, the very one at which you certainly wouldn't just not mind doing something, right? That's precisely and exactly it, the ideal point. And so that you do not undervalue yourself, but so that it can give you a certain some sense of satisfaction from the work you've done. But please do not set goals for yourself like coaches, mentors, or business models do. When we work on the level of energy, we understand that in the world we live in, there are a huge number of programs at play, and some things are beyond your control. If you set expectations to receive something and don't get it, you will be devastated. That's precisely why the truly important, indeed crucial point is that you simply feel and genuinely experience profound comfort from the undeniable fact that, first and foremost, you are diligently providing valuable services, and second, that you are consistently receiving exactly the precise amount of money you meticulously specified, as agreed upon. I'll explain why. I had a situation with my colleague, with my female colleague. She was my former student. Now she is already a master herself. I asked her, yes. The question was, how much do you charge for your services? She said, well, I don't name a price. The person sets their own price. I said, but how does it work? What do you expect? You invest yourself in a person, you give your all to show the quality, how amazing you are, how well you really helped, and you expect a response in return. But the person simply doesn't have that money in their pocket, or they just think that this little amount is comfortable for them. You end up being devalued. That's why you always need to set a certain price. The question is what price? How much can you charge? I'm speaking from my own experience as an example. When I first entered the market, there was huge competition, a massive number of people doing similar things, and I set my price higher than my competitors. Why? Because that's how I valued myself. Because I know for sure that I will deliver more and better than my competitors. Who told me that? No one. I decided that myself. And accordingly, when I create this space, my confidence that it's worth this much, and when I stated this is a very important point, being assertive, being visible, and voicing the price. Because when I raised my price, my first session used to cost 15,000 rubles. Then I raised it to 20, 30, 35, 40. Now it's already 50,000 rubles. Every time I raise it, I had a quantum leap from 30,000 to 50. That's a 20,000 difference. It's crazy. And when I started, I remember the first time I said it, honestly, it was really hard for me to get the words out. It was really hard for me to say that amount. Even for me personally, I mean, I understood that this was my price. How did I realize that? Because I had triggers, just like anyone else in life, that told me your services are worth more. One person said it, then another, then a third. Plus, I saw I was giving a lot. Then final bam, I keep giving and I almost double my fee. And what does the universe do? The very next day, the universe immediately says, here you go, here's a request for that amount. It responds, there's a connection, and this moment is always a sensitive one. Whenever you form something in your space, in your body, whenever you give from your body, you send it out into the universe. Yes, my fee is such and such, yes. You take action, maybe it's a reel, an ad campaign, some kind of communication with people, networking, whatever it is, name it, say it out loud. People always feel it. I met a lot of people when I accidentally ended up at the very tail end of the information business era, when they were actively selling so-called soap bubble services. Often people would name really high prices to me. I'd say, guys, how? But people would state their prices with confidence. But I didn't have that kind of money. And I'm sure that many people did pay. And at this point, I want to tell you that it's very important to create your own space, to believe that I can do this. In my course, there are a lot of people who come, they buy one course, then I see them come again, buy another offline course, working side by side with me. We do things together, and I notice that their confidence hasn't increased. It hasn't increased. And there's a difference between when I give someone a tool, explain it so they can work with it. That's one thing, and when a person is able to actually experience that state and accept it for themselves, that's another. No one else can do that. I can't do that for you. I can't push everyone, guide your whole life and keep telling you that you're the best. Yes, I have a slogan. You can, in English. And I say it all the time. Even today, during the practice, when we had a personal session, I kept saying, yes, you can. You have no idea. Truly, there are absolutely no limits. Not in money, not in anything, not in space. Let me put it this way. I really like to speak frankly, and that's why you're here with me. There have always been many different seers and channelers in my space. They were always around, and I find it very curious and interesting. And there was a moment when someone read the Akashic records for me. If anyone knows what that is, write in the chat or put a plus sign. What are the Akashic records? Right. When you truly realize that there is a profound connection, a significant link to some higher, more powerful source, I then asked the crucial question, can I realistically earn this specific amount of money? They confidently said, yes, you certainly can. Then I asked again, can I indeed earn this particular amount? They reiterated, yes, absolutely. But when I inquired, but can I genuinely earn this much larger amount? They unequivocally said, no, that is not possible. I responded, but I profoundly desire to earn precisely that substantial amount. But can I earn that amount? They tell me no. I say I want to earn that amount. They tell me I get this from the space, from channeling. You can't earn it. I say, but I can earn it. I can. So, the universe adjusts and constantly tests you. And there are a huge number of people who say that you can do something, that something will be difficult for you to do. When I was creating my clothing brand, I actually postponed the launch of my brand for a whole year because someone came along and jinxed it, saying, I have a friend who did the same thing and it didn't work out for her. And somehow I believed it, so I thought I wouldn't succeed either. Your state, the state of your body, that is the most important thing you need to feel. And it should go beyond the boundaries of your body. If you remain in a state of deficiency, just imagine you have an energy structure, physical, mental, astral, and so on. You have many different bodies. But our goal is to develop our energy, to build it up so much that you can move away from the physical 3 centimeters, 5, 10, and so on. Even a meter so that your body becomes large, so that there is a lot of you, so to speak. How do you do this? First and foremost is the mindset of I want to. Second, you need to shake yourself up. There are Taoist techniques I sell, I recorded. You can buy them on my channel. That's it. And you can certainly practice them. These powerful techniques truly awaken me. They profoundly help me. That's precisely why I meticulously recorded them. So they absolutely give you the incredible opportunity. Yes, absolutely. They awaken me. They gave me the profound feeling that I can indeed do it. This specific Taoist shaking, I diligently do it every single time in my training sessions. Then there are the Taoist circles. When we consciously expand our space and significantly increase them, we progressively increase our energy structure, we expand even more profoundly. And this is the I can. You feel and understand that now this feeling of I can, I want has become stronger, and your voice becomes more confident, and you perceive the space around you in a completely different way. If I said it, then that's how it will be. Because the tone, the delivery, everything, it absolutely pushes and expands the boundaries. And that's why when I entered that space, that world that was originally created before me, I, like an icebreaker, began to push it apart. I said, I will not live by your rules. Do you work according to this system? Number, I took it, I pushed it aside. I will work differently. I was taught to work this way. I said, no, I don't want to do it like that. I'll take a small element from here and then I'll integrate it and make it bigger. Question, how and what? This is entirely and truly a unique and remarkable feature of your very own body, because absolutely anything is genuinely possible. Anything at all, when you truly understand that what you do, you simply live it. It is your entire life. I traveled just in May alone. I had, how many was it? I had Baku, yes, the festival, then we had Kaliningrad, and then we had Turkey. Three locations, so that means 3 flights. Well, I mean, there were some connecting flights, of course, that's understood, but it's constant. It's always going on. Do you get tired, Ilya? No, I don't get tired. I can do a lot of sessions, like, I don't know, 6, 8 sessions. Why? Because I really enjoy being able to give something to people. What's the point? The point of what exactly? That the vast space truly sees, genuinely feels, and generously gives money. It gives money. It gives money because you derive immense pleasure from it. Because I get deeply emotional, because I passionately shout absolute pleasure. What inspires me to do what I do? This is a very important point. You can write this down however you like. Some people keep journals, write down their successes, failures, analyses, and so on. What do? I make reels myself. I don't have any reel maker, I don't have a content manager or anyone like that. I don't know, and so on. While I'm flying on a plane, I'm sitting and editing. When I'm on a bus, I'm sitting and editing and so on. I put my own idea into it, the way I see what I want. But what do I do next? An important point. I rewatch it and then I rewatch what I made. I enjoy what I created. I read the comments, I see fake, well, not fake, but haters who write all sorts of nonsense. Do I pay attention to that number? It doesn't bother me at all. I understand the level of awareness of the people who write those things. I pick out the people who write words that are important to me. I enjoy those words. And naturally, I relive that moment again. In other words, that's my resource. We always need to draw on some kind of resource. Why? Because it gives us a push forward. It gives us the life force to keep moving ahead. Because when we move forward, we always encounter some tests and triggers. Do you really want this? How about we take your money away? How about nothing works out for you and we take your partners away? How about we take your clients away, right? Just like they took things from me many times, my entire YouTube was taken, it was stolen. They blocked my Instagram, they blocked my bank accounts and so on. There's always some kind of nonsense happening. I've already talked about this in previous broadcasts. Why? Because they're testing you, do. You really want this? I say, no, this is mine. I will fight and I will stand my ground. In what sense do I mean fight? To fight means in your body, in your feelings, to show something, how can I put it, a sensation that arises, something deeper, like a volcano erupting and saying, no, this is me. So it's not about the struggle itself where we waste our energy, because the technique, essentially like in Tai Chi, for example, it's about moving forward and absorbing the energy that the opponent used as their support. That's why those triggers that come up for you, do you want this? And when someone puts a stop to you, we simply fold up that space and draw it toward ourselves. Because if there's a stop in this direction, when we fold it up and take it for ourselves, yin and yang twist around and you move into some new spiral. You had a boundary here, you were stopped, you hit a wall, and then like yin and yang, you make a new turn and spin through it. So it turns out that in this space you move through it. But if you look at it from this perspective, it turns out your correlation goes in a direction, you just don't go along this direction, but along the next one. You move through one step further. It's difficult to explain these mechanisms and stories, but I think you are all so perceptive and inquisitive. And it's important to me that you grasp this idea, the profound and empowering idea that you can always move upward and continuously grow and develop from any given position. Absolutely. And there are truly no boundaries whatsoever in your thinking, none at all. And the main thing, the most important thing is to stay curious and always try something new. If you realize something isn't working, don't waste your energy on it. Well, Vcontakte just doesn't work for me, so I just don't go there, right? Well, let's say Yandex doesn't work for me either. Then, well, I don't go there. That's it. When the time comes, when the opportunity opens, meaning I'm just not ready for it yet. Some opportunities close, others open. So how can I put it if my reels hadn't started taking off, so to speak, with a foreign audience? I wouldn't have gone abroad at all. But what's the important point here? That here I have an opportunity, I have a bunch of money, people are ready to give me money. I say, nah, I don't know English. I have no idea how to manage over there. Who's gonna gather a group for me over there? How do I rent a place there? Where do I even look for a venue? And all the rest of it. If you just get past these moments in your mindset, like, we'll figure it out. We'll open Yandex Maps, Google Maps, we'll open Aviasales or something else. We'll set up a payment system and so on. And there are so many different actions to take. You'll see how people show up on their own and what they offer you. And I have a huge number of such people. By the way, I actually want to share something with you. What exactly? There are so many insights. And honestly, I just don't have time to talk about all of them. Even during the course, when people come in, it's only 3 days. And you don't end up talking that much because you have to work. But what insight is that? For example, here's an insight. There was a manifestation, yes, in order to popularize your own message, to open up new spaces. There was a desire to work with some celebrities, yes, that's it. With celebrities, pop stars, and so on, Russian ones, of course, in my understanding. But the space just doesn't open up for me. So what was the goal? To work with some popular people. What do you think happened? As soon as I manifested that I was going to America, Hollywood stars wrote to me, yes. Stars who, I don't know, when I was still a kid, I would watch their movies, dance to their music, and so on. In other words, things I couldn't even dream of suddenly, I started getting requests from them. So, what does that say? It says that what I'm doing is right. I say, okay, universe, what else will you give me? And your thoughts should always go a little further than what you can actually achieve at the moment. In other words, you should have a little bit more desire, not just some vague, unrealistic dreams, right? But to say, I want this and I can make it happen. And then something starts to work. That's it. And now, once again, I'll return to my plan, what I wanted to talk to you about today. Because we are still going to do some kind of practice. So I have a question, yes. Let me hold on to it that I wanted to bring up. Is it possible to hold on to the flow? So what is energetic capacity and how does the body show it? Why is it that for some people, money doesn't stick around from a bodily perspective, from the point of view of body-oriented therapy? So it's really all about this very capacity. That's a good point. I actually saw it too, felt this financial energy capacity. It's not just about money. It depends on the concept we're looking at, but money is included as well. Our body still has certain boundaries, a certain capacity. We are like a vessel. And so we can process a specific resource. And this energetic capacity expands with our consciousness. Our consciousness also develops based on the experiences we gain. So when we've gone through a certain journey and, roughly speaking, say, got 2 clients for a session, then 3, 5, 10, and so on, then I realize that I can do it. And this moment of boom, I can do it when I told myself, I can, I have the determination, I will do it, I can. First you have the I want, and then comes the I can't. It feels in the space like a certain density that surrounds you. This little sphere, this golden egg, call it, whatever you like. Right. Next, we transmit this I can to the space that extends beyond our egg, so to speak, right? Right. And then there is a response from the universe. As an example, what was the example? I had a manifestation of I want to hold a training for 150 people. That's what I want to do. But I can't get the group together. I get a group of 20, then it goes to 30, then 40. But I just can't break to that limit. There aren't 150 people, and 150 people, that's a big deal. That's a auditorium. How do I make it happen? The universe throws me an idea. Hey, you wanted 150 people? Here you go, inviting you to a speakers festival. I was invited to Baku as a speaker. They paid for my flight, accommodation, everything. They gave me an audience. I delivered amazing content. I tried myself out in this role. I'd never experienced anything like that before. But I'll say it again, it has to come from a certain state, this capacity within you. I did it to 150 people, and now I say, no, I want to do it for 500 people. So when did I say that? Just now I said it. Yes, I hadn't even thought about it before. All right. So now, yes, I've manifested it. I want to do it for 500 people. But when I say it again, when I say it, I feel like, well, it doesn't really feel strong. That potential just isn't there. So on the one hand, I want it, but I just don't feel it. I realize that in English, there's a big gap here, a real distance, between 150 and 500. I'm just not ready yet. And this is the moment we're talking about capacity, when we sense within ourselves. Can I actually do this or not? Right? Then you actually do it. And that's why everyone has their own. How do you develop the level of your consciousness? How do you expand it? How do you expand your consciousness? How do you acquire new knowledge and apply it? This experience gives you an expansion of your capacity. I hope I answered your question. So I'm getting carried away again. I can't keep up with the time. 15 minutes have already passed. There you go. All right. Good. What else can I tell you? Here's another question. Financial expansion through the body. How do practices of pleasure, grounding, and breathing affect the money channel? The connection between sexuality, bodily sensitivity, and abundance. Practice for opening the body to acceptance, including material acceptance. So, grounding is a very good sensation when we need to be present in the material world. Money only comes when you are in a grounded state. If you are up there, if you are in meditation, if your soul leaves your body, then there will be no money. If you are a spiritual person and spend your time there, there will be no money. If you spend most of your time constantly thinking ahead or dwelling on the past, there will ultimately be no money. Remember this, money only ever appears in the present moment. Only in the present moment, when you are actively doing something right now, you diligently do it, and financial abundance comes to you. That's why grounding is, of course, absolutely necessary. It's not just about eating meat, right? It's about having more materiality in your work, putting down deep, enduring roots, having a certain cherished homeland, including regularly visiting that homeland, having a powerful and nurturing place of power that truly gives you essential nourishment, your vital life energy of this is absolutely necessary and profoundly important. How are sex and sexuality connected to money? Well, you see, sex is passion. Orgasmic energy is about being expressive. Your sexuality is your vibration, which is reflected, finds its reflection in the space around you. If you are able to channel all these resources well and flexibly, then accordingly you can sense the space around you. It's important at this point, in addition to sensing, to anchor yourself and stay grounded. It's not as simple as saying if you're very sexual and everything else, you'll have a lot of money. Nothing works in just one direction. This is the first thing I start with in my practices, because the sexual chakra down here, the lower dantian, the center of financial potential, that's the first thing I shake up. That's the first thing I work on with practices. I start doing something, right? Exactly. After that, we continue to develop it further. From here on, all the centers need to be synchronized. They all need to be aligned in a single line. When we use the GDV camera, maybe some of you have seen those spheres, those energy spheres that this camera shows, which reads the psycho-emotional field and the chakra system. Lera and I use it from time to time. So it shows that everything should be harmonious and balanced. And if everything is balanced, then money, among other things, also comes. But we need to feel it materially. The money that comes in, we actually feel it. We say thank you, we spend it, and we enjoy it. We put some aside in savings accounts, we buy cars and so on. We need to do something. If money comes in and we don't feel any sense of fulfillment, then eventually the universe may collapse that flow for you. Unfortunately, that's precisely why breathing well, for example, there was a pertinent question posed. How exactly does breathing profoundly affect cash flow? Well, breathing is indeed Kwai. It is Ka. It is Prana. It is truly whatever you wish to call it, which inherently allows our body to accelerate vital energy and life force. So, any breathing techniques that you consciously choose to use are absolutely all for the better. Breathing, in its essence, always profoundly reflects how effectively and efficiently you can truly receive and then distribute vital energy throughout our entire physical body. Our individual cells are deeply nourished, and they then beautifully spin and thrive. And if you breathe just a little, very shallowly, then most likely you probably have some kind of significant block, and you simply cannot truly feel anything at all. That's right, that's right, that's right. What else is there? A simple and interesting practice for grounding, for resolving financial flow, for feeling. Let's do this. We'll do a practice together right now. And then we'll talk more in general. I'll give you a chance to interact, answer questions, and we'll be able to communicate more calmly together in this space. because many of you are here with me for the first time, while some have already been with me and know me. So I'll be glad. So, well, let's see. What should we do? Let's do the simplest thing. Yes, the one I mentioned. All right, the topic of finances and money is important to everyone. So let's just do this practice together as a whole. Yes, so what do you need to do? First, get into a comfortable position. You can lie down or sit, whichever you prefer. I recommend sitting, preferably with a backrest like I have here. So lean back and with armrests. So rest your arms. The main thing is to make sure no one disturbs you. All these practices are designed so that you can feel yourself better in this space. So let's make sure that no one will disturb you, okay? That's it. No one is disturbing you. You should listen to my voice. You don't need to look at me anymore. You can just, I don't know, turn up the volume or do whatever you like and just follow my voice. All right? That's it. What do you need to do? For now, take 3 or 4 big, smooth breaths in and out to release any tension. Go ahead.
Еще делаем. 3-4 больших плавных вдоха.
A bit more. Keep going. 3 or 4 big, smooth breaths.
Ноги, надеюсь, у вас
All right, now let's ground ourselves.
Кто лежит на полу, кто лежит, пускаем корни из
I hope your feet are on the ground.
большие.
If you're lying down, then on the floor. If you're lying down, imagine roots growing from your body. Now, as we take big, deep breaths with each exhale, imagine roots extending from your legs, just like a tree, deep into the earth. If you're lying down, imagine that you are a sprout. Yes, one that has been laid down and watered generously. And now, as you exhale, imagine roots growing from your entire body, from your legs, your tailbone, your back, your arms, your shoulders. Do this on the exhale. It's specifically on the exhale that your roots go into the earth. Go ahead. Inhale, exhale, and let the roots grow. Stronger.
Делаем. Вдох, выдох, и корни пошли. Молодцы.
That's it. Keep going. Inhale, exhale, and let the roots grow. Well done.
Нашего финансового потока.
For those who just joined, we're doing a practice to expand our financial flow. Excellent, good. That's all. Now, feel yourself, your whole body. Scan yourself from all sides with your inner attention. Touch yourself inside, yes, your body, with your inner awareness. Feel your hands, left hand, right hand. Do it slowly. I won't use a languid meditative voice right now, so you can feel everything without music, without anything at all. Well done. You can do it yourself. There you go. Come on, let's work. You can feel your body. No need for any of that. You just touch your body with your attention, felt your body. Some of you have already done this practice more than once. That's enough, okay? Now let's form it. Yes, let's just form it. We want to assign numbers to it, okay? We need to define what we want, what exactly we want to achieve, who we want to become. Yes, who we want to become, what we want to do. Your desire regarding money that will be realized for something specific. In other words,
Поверьте
We
мне, не
need
так
to
много
capture the state, the feeling
оказывается
of why you
потребностей,
need it.
которые
This
нужно
money,
закрывать.
what
Мы
exactly
формируем
do you
состояние
truly,
и
truly
ощущаем,
want? Believe me, I genuinely don't have that many
маленькая
significant needs that
искорка
absolutely,
загорается в
truly
вашем
must
теле,
be met. We then proceed to create a state and
где оно
truly
появляется,
feel how
это
a
состояние,
small, gentle spark
чего я хочу,
lights up and expands
чего я
within our
хочу
entire
получить.
body.
Кто-то хочет нарисовать
So
определенную
where
сумму
does this
денег,
state appear?
если она вам будет как-то
What do I
греть
want?
душу, как
What do I
говорится,
want to receive?
если будет ответная реакция, не вопрос, пожалуйста,
Some people
рисуйте
truly
в
want to
нее.
draw a certain amount of money if that
Вот. Но
genuinely warms
мы
your soul,
сейчас
so to
идем за
speak.
состоянием.
If you feel a positive
Кому
response, then there's
нужны деньги
absolutely
с
no
целью
problem. Go
безопасности.
right ahead and draw your millions.
И, значит, если вам нужна безопасность,
That's it. But right now,
чувствуйте эту
we're pursuing a
безопасность,
state of
которая
being.
у вас начинает формироваться.
Some people need money for the sake of security. So if you truly need
Вот то, что вы
security,
хотите
then
получить,
really feel that profound security
помощью
beginning
денег,
to fully form
то
and
вы
manifest
сейчас
within your very
рисуете.
body.
Хотелки,
Ah,
давайте мы
so
сейчас
what
с
you
вами
genuinely want to get with money right
манипулируем, сейчас
now,
мечтаем,
you're
занимаемся
actively
эрундой.
drawing forth your
Мы сейчас
deepest
с вами делаем
desires.
очень важную
Let's do
работу.
this important work together. We're not just
Поэтому,
idly
пожалуйста,
daydreaming or
отнеситесь к этому
simply wasting precious
серьезно
time on
и
utter
всерьез.
nonsense right
Это
now.
не
We're doing
практика,
very
просто
significant and
бла-бла-бла
truly
поговорить.
important work
На
together
данный
right now.
момент я меняю вашу реальность.
So
Здесь и
please
сейчас.
take this seriously, really seriously. This isn't just some practice or idle chit chat.
Молодцы.
At this very moment,
Еще,
I am changing your
еще,
reality, here and now.
еще чувствуем. Чувствуем, как это в теле нашем
Mhm.
отражается.
Well
Чувствуем,
done.
как в нашем
Keep
теле
going.
загорается.
Keep truly feeling
У
it more
кого-то
and more
тело может
deeply
сейчас
and
даже
completely.
вибрировать.
Feel how
У
this is
кого-то
reflected
начинает
in your
сидеть
body.
дыхание как-то глубже.
Feel how it lights up inside your body.
Да, тело, когда работает, оно
Some of you might even begin to feel your
дыхание
entire
меняется
body vibrating,
моментально.
or your
У вас
breathing
начинает
slowly
качать
changing,
энергия.
becoming
И,
much deeper.
естественно, тело реагирует, у
Yes,
вас
when the
тут
body is
появляется
engaged, it
у кого-то
immediately
даже может
starts
начаться
to,
космичность,
you'll notice
у
your
кого-то
breathing
может
changes
появляться
instantly.
кашель,
Energy
кто-то
starts to
может
flow through
плакать,
you,
потому что он
and
не может
naturally your
это
body
позволить
responds.
чувствовать,
Some people
потому
might
что
even
эмоции
experience
пережиты слишком
sensations of
глубоко.
orgasm. Some
У
might
кого-то
start
начнут
coughing.
трясутся руки,
Others
ноги,
might
все
cry
что
because
угодно.
they can't allow themselves to
Но
feel
мы
this.
зажигаем
Because there's a
искорку
block,
того самого,
right?
чего вы хотите получить.
And for some, their
Здесь
hands
и
or
сейчас.
legs might
И
start
тело
shaking, or
показывает
anything
конкретное
else could happen.
место, где загорается
But
это
we
желание.
are
И оно
igniting
начинает
that very
вибрировать.
spark
Мы
of
сейчас
what you
его
want to
будем
receive
расширять.
here
Давайте,
and
давайте,
now.
давайте, больше,
And
больше.
the body
Поставляем
shows the exact
больше,
spot
телу
where this
реагируем
desire
прямо
lights up
сейчас.
and it starts to vibrate.
Еще,
Now we're going to expand it.
еще,
Come on, let's have
еще. Давайте,
even
давайте,
more
давайте.
right now. Allow your body
Делаем,
to
делаем,
respond
делаем.
even more fully
На
and
самом деле мы
completely
будем
right
делать,
now.
но я вас...
More, absolutely. Come on, let's
Давайте,
go.
еще
Come on,
работаем.
let's go.
Мы не сидим, не
Keep
слушаем, не
going,
смотрим
keep
на
going,
на
keep
меня, а
going.
мы именно работаем.
Honestly, you'll be surprised, but I can feel you.
Пришли за деньгами,
Let's
пришли
keep working.
за каким-то
We're not
счастьем,
just sitting,
удовольствием.
not just
Работать здесь и
listening,
сейчас.
not just looking at me, we're actually working.
Молодцы, молодцы.
You came
Больше.
here for
Давайте
money,
теперь мы
for some
расширяем.
happiness, for some
5
pleasure.
сантиметров расширения
Work
пошло.
here and now.
И еще.
Mm.
Оно увеличивается в размерах.
Good
То
job,
самое
well
место,
done.
которое
More.
загорелось.
Now let's
Вы
expand.
можете
We've
посмотреть
expanded by
туда,
5
как
centimeters.
меняется спектр световой этого
More.
объекта,
That
как
very
меняется
spot that lit
вибрация
up
внутри этого
is growing
объекта,
in
какая
size.
появляется чувствительность.
You can look
Еще
there and see
10
how the
сантиметров
light
расширения.
spectrum of this object
Увеличилось
changes, how the
ядро.
vibrations inside this object
Это
change
ваша
as it
новая
becomes more
реальность.
sensitive.
Работаем.
More
Еще
10 centimeters of
15
expansion.
сантиметров.
The core is
Еще.
increasing. This is your
Еще.
new reality.
Увеличиваем.
Keep working.
20 сантиметров.
More.
Пошли больше.
15 centimeters more.
30 сантиметров. Еще
More.
больше.
Let's increase it. 20 centimeters. Let's go
30
bigger.
сантиметров. Вы уже вышли за пределы своего тела.
30 centimeters. Even
Вы
bigger.
находитесь в оболочке. Тело все включилось.
30 centimeters, you've already gone beyond your body.
Либо вибрирует каким-то образом.
You are already
Либо
inside the shell.
какие-то тепло, покалывание,
Your whole body is
крик,
activated.
плач, смех,
It's either
оргазмичность, все что угодно.
shaking or
Включаем
vibrating in
ощущения.
some way,
Работаем.
or there's warmth,
Молодцы.
tingling, screaming,
Молодцы.
crying,
А
laughter,
теперь,
orgasmic sensations, anything at all.
теперь
Let's turn on the sensations.
мы
Keep
с вами
working. Well done.
представляем, что впереди
Well done. And now let's imagine that ahead of us, there are a truly immense and countless number of distinct doors, each leading to a different possibility, all situated within some vast, expansive, and perhaps even mysterious kind of space. And all these numerous doors within this vast, dark space slowly start opening one after another, revealing what lies beyond. It's not merely 5 doors, it's not even 10 doors, it's an astonishing 50, it's a remarkable 100 doors. And what's more, they are all simultaneously and widely opening. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Well done. These very doors are that very branch of probability, what truly gives you the profound realization of the sensation you have indeed created. Now next, we slowly begin to fully fill the entire expansive space, our whole bright golden egg that completely surrounds us now. Because we have significantly expanded, we start to transmit what we truly desire to receive into this sacred space. We begin to transmit this luminous radiant object from deep within us. It slowly starts to emerge and come out. We transmit this powerful energy to the surrounding space so that it effectively works for us, for our highest good and well-being, and for the benefit of all. We are doing something. And in this particular case, we effectively transmit and confidently say to yourself with conviction, I truly want this, I absolutely can achieve this, and I wholeheartedly allow myself to embrace this opportunity. And gradually, this light of yours splits into all these little windows, like rays of the sun. It starts to flow into these doors. It spreads to all branches of probability. You transmit this to the space. I want, I can, I know, I allow myself to receive this. It's coming out. It's truly emerging now. And as you transmit this energy, you distinctly feel how the delicate threads begin to subtly tremble and vibrate, much like after a refreshing rain. The tiny droplets resting on the fine spider webs cause these different threads to start their soft trembling. And you profoundly feel these subtle vibrations resonating deeply within you. And now, at this very moment, you are completely connected with this vast space around you. Now the doors are wide open, inviting you in. You are fully connected, and now you have successfully established a deep and meaningful connection with this sacred space. You consciously told yourself, with unwavering conviction, I am absolutely ready for this. I truly can achieve this. Now we will firmly anchor it, solidifying this profound experience, and we confidently say, I consciously and willingly allow myself to fully keep and integrate these significant events, this incredible probability, and these boundless possibilities deeply within my very being, specifically within my physical body, allowing them to become a part of me. I wholeheartedly allow it to manifest and remain. And feel, yes, the profound connection will occur now. There will be an abundant energy refill from above. Because when you truly give your deepest desire into the widely open doors, a powerful source will be connected from above that generously gives you more strength, more vital energy, and renewed vitality. And also with your eyes gently closed, you can distinctly feel that something profound is truly starting to flow into you, specifically into your crown chakra, yes, directly into your pineal gland, or whatever you consciously choose to call it, like entirely new and abundant sources of knowledge, like fresh and exciting sources of opportunities, like a brilliant new idea that gracefully comes into your entire being for your complete and total realization. She's getting drunk. You gave the probability to space, and now it comes back to your head. You just simply feel it and allow it to gently enter into you, into your entire body. All of it, completely and fully. The channel is set up and it works. Well done. We do. Yes, we do it. Now your body will vibrate again. it will confirm it in a way, saying yes, 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 yes. Everything is fine. I feel it. You will feel a different kind of breathing. Something happened in a different way. Some people roll their eyes, others will have something else happen. Well, let's stay calm. That's good, well done. We must vibrate. We must somehow energetically balance this connection. Yes, feel it. Do it. Come on. Accept it. Yes. More. 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 Well done. More. Much, much more. Fine. We work. We work. We work. We are working. Yes. And little by little, very gradually and steadily, we will now be leaving the practice. When we eventually depart from this practice, it absolutely does not mean that something is simply turned off or ceases to exist there, but rather that its influence continues. No, you will have everything. Everything will be the same for you. You just simply change your state. In an altered state, you truly felt how it all indeed worked. But then what turns on for you? Your consciousness. And naturally you start to identify yourself with the objects around you, with people and so on. You return to this time, to this space, and you can already speak and feel. But for a little while you are tuning in, so as not to waste any precious time, yes. I'll say the most important thing, the absolute key point. In any and all cases, you truly need to practice, and in any and all circumstances, you absolutely shouldn't shift responsibility onto someone else. Feel it and work on it. Work on it and do it. Ideally, of course, it would be great if we could connect with each other in person somewhere during a course. Once again, I want to mention that I have a course from the 6th of June to 8th, and there are still spots available. You can come for one day, but not on the 7th anymore. On the 8th, you can come as a model. That's it. And accordingly, as a model, the fee is lower, it's only 7,000 rubles. Or you can attend the course itself, which costs 150,000 rubles. It's an intensive course where you release blocks and so on. That's it. All right. What do I need? Questions. Some of you raised your hands. We had 2 people raise their hands, then something changed. I'm not sure what happened. I need feedback on this practice and your questions. Senya, go ahead. I'm turning on your microphone. That's it. You can turn on your video. That's allowed here. When you raise your hand, I can turn on your microphone from the chat, but after that, you still need to physically turn it on yourself. You're still limiting yourself. Yes, Ksenia, I'm listening. I see you.
Hello to everyone here. I really enjoyed the practice. It's my first time doing this practice. So there were tears, there was reflection, I felt a lot. And at the moment of how to put it correctly, probably the energy download, my lower back was really aching. There was real pain. And even now there's still pain, even though I seem to be sitting comfortably. Very powerful. I understand what it's about. That's it. I really want to join the course. God willing, I'll come. This intention was also formed during the practice.
Good, very good. Yes, yes, indeed. We will say it again now. There's no such thing as bad or good. If it's the lower back, there might be something there physically, something you can pull out with therapy. I really love pulling things out of a person's body. Like some programs that prevent you from developing. Just today, I pulled out one such nasty thing, my own nastiness, from a girl during practice. So, if you can do something yourself and visualize it, pull it out yourself. If not, then either come to the practice or take the course or whatever else that is. And one more thing. Yes, Ksenia, why you here? And I'll say it again to everyone. On the 21st, be sure to come, whether in Moscow or not. Come. It will be yoga day. the day of yoga in Russia, and I'll be there in the tent all day. I'll be leading practices there for 2 hours, but I'll be present the whole day. So for anyone in Moscow in the summer at Kolomeyskoye Park, I invite everyone, including the masters, but you also need to be a helper there. So it's a kind of contact, as they say, relatively free. So basically we can meet, hug, shake hands. But on the other hand, if you want to attend the practice, you don't pay me, you pay the organizers, and the amount isn't insignificant. That's it. You're invited. Well, that's pretty much it. All right, Ksenia, thank you. Thank you for your feedback. Who else would like to go next? Come on, just raise your hand like this, and I'll see it. There's also an option to do that in the chat. And now we're moving on to the Q&A session. Any question with an answer or feedback, anything at all. I really love live broadcasts, and I can share something new as well. Please don't leave just yet, because there might be some valuable insight for me or for you, perhaps even a new understanding when I share something new and significant. That's it. So please raise your hand here. If you've truly never done it before, you can certainly learn how to effectively do it now. And now, Arif, I'm giving you permission. Arif raised his hand, and I'm giving him permission. The same, turn on your own video and microphone. I see the microphone is on, but there is no video. Yes.
Video, and here is the video.
Yes.
I greet everyone all. Vadim, I am glad to be with you in practice again. Today I found some more questions that were preventing me from grounding, precisely from grounding. I had a problem with grounding, and today I resolved it, for which I am very grateful. I hope we will meet and work through even deeper practices together. Thank you all. Vadim, to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Arif.
Especially, thank you.
Thank you. It's important to when we connect, it's important to always let roots grow. Honestly, I used to not take this seriously, but now I understand it's the foundation. Yes, it's the foundation. And once you have the foundation, it's much easier to move forward. That's for sure. Thank you, Arif. You can turn off your microphone. You can turn it off yourself. Next 10, let's be quick. I see people here whom I already know. I've just opened the chat. I look to see who's there with us and listening. Say a few words. Hello, hello, or something else. Go ahead. Especially those who can't come to see me. I see a lot of new people in our chat. And if you're feeling shy about coming to my practice sessions, please don't be. I give you full permission. I absolutely allow you to come. There are always many different opportunities, various ways to connect, right? Some are paid, some are free. I'm telling you about the free ones, please. There are a lot of videos and stuff. I record a lot of things. So please, don't deny yourself the pleasure. Go to my YouTube channel. I actually have one. I have over 290,000 dedicated subscribers there, and I consistently share a lot of truly useful material, thoroughly discuss, clearly explain, thoughtfully reveal things, and effectively share valuable techniques in horizontal content. There are short relaxations. They give a bit of information, about 30 seconds long. And there are longer videos where I talk a lot and explain things as well. Go there and check out some more options. At least say thank you right in the chat. Thank you for the practice. Or something similar.
Vadim, can I ask another question?
Yes, go ahead.
So, I almost always experience lower back pain at the moment, particularly when it comes to requests related to personal finances. Is this some kind of block in the lumbar region that needs to be worked through? Or why does the body react this way, specifically in the lumbar region?
Well, it's quite hard to precisely say why it's specifically the lumbar area that is affected. I've actually researched this particular topic a lot myself, delving into what part of the body is truly responsible for what, right? But in many cases, there was absolutely no logic to it. So here, it's just a simple and undeniable fact. If there's significant tension present there and it's directly connected to financial matters or money, then you can just technically and effectively remove it using body therapy techniques. That's it. That's all there is to it. So You really need to work through it with visualization, physical touch, and so on. There are actually a great many different techniques specifically designed for this particular purpose. So that's why.
And how do you properly formulate a request for body therapy regarding, say, the lumbar region, specifically in my case? Should you approach it as a health issue? Or
You've already formulated your request, Ksenia. You're fine. You've asked the question. Your body has shown you. That's great. It's more difficult with people for whom nothing works or shows up. So you're already connected with your body. Your body has shown you. Now it's just therapy. You just need to come and bring it out. That's all.
so then, for example, should I come for an individual session or a course, right?
It doesn't matter. Individual sessions, course, whatever you prefer. Either way, we'll get it out.
All right, I understand. Thank you.
Okay, that's it. Turn off your microphone. Yulia, join in. Let me turn you on now. Go ahead, speak. And then, Anton, I'll turn your mic on later as well. So, for those who don't want to speak, just write thank you. Thanks for the stream or something in the chat. Your feedback is important to me. Please don't think that this is all one-sided. I truly work both ways. If what I have said has really resonated deeply with you, or if the specific technique I demonstrated helped you significantly, please just write thank you so that this space can return that positive energy. All right, Yulia, I have now turned your microphone on. Yulia, yes, you go ahead.
Yes, I wanted to. I was actually at Vadim's in-person practice today, and I wanted to share. First of all, I want to say thank you and share my experience. I came with a request that had nothing to do with finances, but rather to address a block that was interfering in other areas of my life. But it turned out that this particular situation was also significantly affecting and effectively blocking further progress in a specific direction I had been planning for a very long time. And literally, right after our session ended, some truly remarkable things started happening.
Already? Already today?
Yes. So literally an hour later, Vadim, I led my very first meditation as a guide, and I could feel the energy. I didn't understand what was happening, what was flowing out of me, where it was even coming from. I used to think I could never do something like that, that it just wasn't for me, even though I wanted to. And yet, an hour later, I was already sitting there and leading it. How it works, I don't know. And now our evening practice seems to reinforce that effect. So I highly recommend it to everyone. It really works on some kind of magical level, although, I repeat, my request wasn't even about finances at all. But somehow it's all connected like that.
It's just as I explained to you today in the session, and I'll say it again for everyone. You come to my practice, usually it's your guides who bring you here. They literally drag you by the ears and say, help. Not to me personally, but as a kind of conduit, my guide and your guide connect somewhere out there. Let's help out, sure, no problem. We'll do something together right now. So they set some kind of trigger for you, the one that's easiest for you to respond to, just so you would actually make it here. That's it. But in reality, something else happens. So we kind of just set that particular thing aside for a moment, and then something else entirely happens. A non-judgmental attitude is number one. That's what I always tell everyone in the course. Please, don't judge yourself, don't evaluate, don't compare yourself to others. Let's just let things be as they are. Everything will be fine. Thank you, Yulia.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. You can disconnect. Let's move on. Who's next? Quickly. Volodya, your turn. Do you want to say something? Go ahead, I'll turn your mic on. Turn on them, I pressed the wrong button. I accidentally muted someone. Oops, I missed. Volodya, I turned your mic on. Go ahead quickly.
Yes, Vadim, hi. I don't know if it's appropriate, but can I share a little bit more about my current situation with you? You know, since I've been talking and messaging with you throughout the day today, and
you can talk about what's going on in your area. There's no such thing as whether you can or can't. right? Are you going to be on video or not? Is it inconvenient for you to be on video?
I've turned on my video. Can you see me? Number.
Now we can't. Now we see you.
You can see me now, right? We were just talking today, right, about your situation with you. I'll say it openly. I don't want to hide it from anyone anymore that I owe you money. Yes. This is, well, a very difficult, how should I precisely put it, rather significant financial issue for me at this particular moment in time. And when you did this, well, when I saw your advertisement that you were going to host this live stream today, I specifically wanted to take an active part in it, yes. But since yesterday, for some reason, just like Ksenia said, my lower back seized up, yes, so I couldn't straighten up, lie down or anything. Now, after this practice, I even felt that my lower back has eased up. Well, not completely, but it has gotten better, yes. And when you said, that's it, we're coming out of this practice, I couldn't even lift my feet off the floor. What I truly felt was that, I guess, I don't know, perhaps I just haven't really grounded myself in a very, very long time, right? And I was so incredibly drawn to this, well, to the very act of grounding to this, that even my physical pain...
I have an idea. Ksenia, are you still listening to us? Look, yes, my friends, here's what we're going to do. You've already caught some triggers in your body. Try from that place that was triggered, that responded in you, to send your roots down even stronger, even deeper. So tonight, go into this practice, and on the exhale, send your roots deeper, because we did it rather quickly after all, right? But specifically from the pain point, I want what was the other moment. Look, this is an important point. When roots are sent down, when they truly ground themselves firmly, they are deeply nourished, they feed. And in this specific case, I want you to gently draw the vital energy of the earth into the precise place that currently hurts. But here's the essential thing. First and foremost, you absolutely have to give something significant to the earth. So it profoundly turns out that your pain, much like deep spreading roots, genuinely goes into the very earth itself. You willingly give it to the earth, and then, in return, the earth completely fills you up. It's not just about mindlessly sending out roots and simply saying, give me, give me, give me, without offering anything in return. No, you need to give, you need to pass it on. And after that, there will be circulation. This is an important point. So try now, not just try, actually do this. You'll feel that you'll get better. And by the way, Ksenia, when you get a chance, please do write in the chat. And friends, Tohen, you do it. Please write about how you specifically practice this particular exercise or technique. By the way, you might get an image or a visualization, something like that can happen too. It could be something, everyone has a different level of development. Some people get a visual perception while others just feel it physically within their bodies. And you will feel it. Give it away, pass it on, because what you're passing on is a limitation. But it's your decision to let it go. You tell yourself, enough, enough, that's it. I'm letting it go, I'm giving it up. And who are you giving it to? To the earth. Do you understand? Like when something is buried in the ground and then the earth gives back to you. When a biological creature dies, I don't know. Any biological being that dies, it decomposes. And then minerals appear that nourish other biological substances. This circulation is constantly happening. So when you truly give away something unnecessary, and genuinely receive something you need in return, try to continue doing that. All right, then?
All right. Thank you, Vadim. Let's stay in touch.
Thank you, Volodya. We're signing off. Zhenya, I'm turning you on. I've turned you on. Zhenya, and then Anton is next. Evgeny, I've turned you on. From here on, you can decide for yourselves when to press the button. Anton is also turning on now, because Evgeny is taking a long time to think, and we can't wait. All right, someone has joined. Anton, turned on.
Good afternoon. Thank you for the broadcast, for the practice. Everything is interesting. May I ask two questions?
Go ahead.
First, I wanted to ask about nutrition. How is it connected to energy? And which foods are better or preferable or not? And I have a second question as well. So, at first, the practices work, but after a while, they stop working. Why does it happen? And then you have to give something new to the body, the organism, and so forth.
Well, that's why you always need to be involved in something. When you stop rowing, the current throws you out of the river. Do you understand? There's a current, and you row to stay in the flow. If you stop rowing, the current will throw you onto the shore. Well, I mean, it's like this.
You do the same practice and it stops working. After some time?
Well, then do a completely different practice. But why do you really need to do the exact same practice all of the time? I truly do not understand at all, indeed.
Got it.
Listen again.
Can you say something about food? About food?
Yes, practice. Why? Well, one moment. I don't know exactly which practices you do. That's precisely why I have a whole set of practices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, and so on. There are indeed a great many of them. And you do different ones. These are my practices. You can do some other practices, but the important thing is to do them. The next point is about nutrition. Obviously, if you consume someone else's programs, that I mean living food, living beings, such as animals, right? This is a fundamental concept to understand. Then, accordingly, you conduct energy less effectively. In other words, the lighter the food, the better the energy flows, and the more vibrant you feel.
But you said that sometimes you need to eat meat. That's what I heard at the beginning.
Just eat some meat now.
Or not? Did I misunderstand?
Yes, and eating meat truly grounds you. That's absolutely and completely right. But some people eat meat 3 times a day and they're too grounded, perhaps even overly so. So the question is how much and how often? Yes.
Got it. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we have no more hands raised. Anyone else? Just 30 seconds. Either raise your hand or we'll wrap up the broadcast. Arif, well, I think you've already spoken. Well, go ahead one more time. What? Anyone else? I give permission, Arif. Raise your hand. Please speak up clearly and then we'll finish up. Yes, who is there? Hooray. Evgenia is finally here. Please go right ahead.
Hello, Vadim. This is my first time joining your broadcast. I also did a practice session with you for the first time. Thank you. I felt the vibration and tears started to flow. I really enjoyed being with you. I would like to come for training. When I get the chance, I will definitely make arrangements and come. Thank you.
Come whenever you can. Come. The nearest training, yes. Well, the very next one is in June. And then there will be a long break, so it's from the 6th of June to 8th. And after that, the 21st of September. So, and after that, I don't have anything scheduled at all. So for now, that's the only window we've set. I do them quite rarely these days because I travel a significant amount. And again, I genuinely want to provide you with something new and exciting. Every time in every course, I offer something new. That's it. And if someone has already taken the courses and thinks, why should I take the course again? For example, because it's the same contact technique, but they're different. There's so many of them. For instance, today I gave you a practice that I've never done before in my life. Just as an example, they keep coming to me, keep being born, you know? So feel it, sense it. Good job for coming. That means it's necessary. It means you can go deeper. It means you can truly feel even more indeed in this life. Thank you, Jenya. That's good. All right. Go ahead. Anya, I'm listening. Turning it on. The microphone is on. Anna, I turned on the microphone. Venus, same thing. Turn on the microphone. Yes, yes. One by one. Just yes, yes, yes. I'm listening.
Hello there, Vadim.
Now, wait, Venus, let Anya tell you now, okay? Wait a second. I'm listening. Anna? Yes.
This is indeed my very first time practicing this as well during the live broadcast. I felt a tremor.
На пороге?
First in my leg, then in my arm.
Интересно.
Well, now we'll be home soon.
Were you practicing outside, Anya?
Yes, on the doorstep.
On the doorstep?
So basically, there was this tremor, a real tremor in my arm, like this, and it lasted for quite a while, just like this. And then a part of my body started to vibrate. Well, it's all really unusual for me. But that's what I felt. Usually during meditations, I don't feel anything at all. I don't sense anything. I don't see anything. But here it was like this. It was really cool, actually.
No one can escape my energy. I'll break through all your blocks, even at a distance.
No, just once, I watched something in a recording. I recently subscribed to Yuan. I was watching something in the recording, and there too, well, something was happening. I liked it. It's really something, of course.
Anya, for my marketer, could you please say where you found us, how you came here?
Probably either through an advertisement placed on the messaging platform Telegram, or I don't know, perhaps by some other means.
Somehow. All right, okay.
I don't remember anymore.
Advertisement, okay. A long time ago or recently?
A month, maybe less.
Got it. That's it. Precisely because we have launched advertisements for those who are currently watching. You see, we're also diligently working and we're successfully attracting a Russian-speaking audience to my channel. So we're not just spending money for absolutely nothing, but rather so that we have yes.
Well, let me put it this way. Not just Russian, not only Russian.
All right. Okay, deal. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That's it. Turn it off. Venera, I'm listening.
Hello, Vadim. I joined the session at around precisely 8 o'clock Moscow time. Did I, by any chance, miss a significant amount?
Well, you missed some things. We'll save this stream as a recording anyway. So anyone who has joined can do this practice again. For this particular practice, you just start from the exact moment when we did it together. So we had this kind of practice, and you can certainly do it again as well. For example, Volodya also specifically asked to do it exactly with my voice, just as it was. So that's why.
All right, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
Yes. Please, you can disconnect now. That's it, right? Please kindly turn off your microphones. My dear friends, I was truly glad to see you all, to hear from you, to share something useful, and to experience something new together with you. And I always invite you where to. You might ask, to the course. Yes, to the practices. And there's a lot of valuable content available on Instagram. You can find a lot on YouTube. And we consistently post things here on the channel as well, offering even more insights. There's not much detailed information available on this particular channel. Most of the videos are usually posted on YouTube. On this channel, we primarily write informative posts. Lara, my wonderful wife, helps a great deal and specifically posts here about our many different trips and adventures. We have many exciting trips coming up in the near future. I will be posting absolutely everything, and it truly means a great deal to me when you all talk to each other and show any kind of engagement or activity. I am closing this space now. Thank you so much, my dear ones. Kindly write in the comments down below. Thank you. Goodbye.